How do you prepare for your US CMA exam 7 days before your exam? Often when you're about to write an exam, I'm sure you would be preparing well. On this channel, we've taken an effort to cover topics that you would not find anywhere else on YouTube or Google. Jumping into today's video, right? How do you prepare for an exam 7 days when you have 7 days to go until your exam? So the very first thing I would do for the US CMA exam, if I have only 7 days left, is I would start reading through the textbook. Now I would focus on the theory aspects of the textbook. 7 days to go, I am focusing on the theory aspects. You have to realize that when you're writing an exam like the US CMA, not every single question you face will be practical or numerical that you would have to solve. You also need to know the theory behind the concept. And if you read the book 7 days before your exam, it will put you in good stead. Make notes wherever you need to. You can use mnemonics to remember and retain certain concepts. For example, if you're preparing for US CMA Part 2 and if you're studying risk management, there are certain abbreviations that you can use to remember the ERM framework. When it comes to ethics, especially the IMA standards, there are again certain abbreviations you can use to remember these concepts. So make sure that you're not just reading through the concepts, but you're also making notes for yourself. On the exam day, these notes will put you in good stead. So read through the book, start reading through the book. You have 7 days left until the exam. Make sure you're flawless on your theory, because those are pretty much guaranteed marks for you if you have read through the book. The second thing I would do is I would focus on the essay-based questions of the US CMA exam. I'm sure you all are all aware the US CMA exam is split into two parts. The first part of the examination is MCQs. If you get 50% of your MCQs correct, you get to proceed to essay-based questions. Now, I would practice essay-based questions 7 days before my exam. I'm assuming until now, with 7 days left, you all have all prepared your MCQs really well. But you also need to ace your essay questions if you want to pass the exam. So what I would do is I would try and solve every single essay questions on my own. And then I would look at the solutions and make sure I look at the buzzwords or the keywords in that answer. Whenever you're drafting an answer, there is, a certain framework with which you need to think. Ideally, I would recommend that you do not use too many words to write your answer. Use as few words as possible, because the more you write, the higher the chance you make a mistake. And if you make one single mistake, the examiner would probably think, okay, this guy does not know the concept. This guy or this girl does not know the concept. So write as few words as possible. Make it as relevant as you possibly can to the question, and then read through the entire solution that must be provided to you for the essay-based questions. The reason for reading the solution is so you know how to construct and how to think if a similar question presents itself in the exam. The third and the final thing that you need to do 7 days before your exam is you need to write your mock examinations. Ideally, you need to appear for one mock 4 days before your exam and your second mock 2 days before your exam. Do not worry about the score too much in the mock examination. Ideally, a good score, of course, would boost your confidence. But even if it is not a good score or it is not a score that you desire, go through the correct answers. The questions that you've done incorrectly, make sure you look at the solution and you understand how to solve them. Scoring really well is important, yes, but in case you do not get demotivated, and do not fear writing mock exams. They're extremely important. Time yourselves when you're writing this mock examination. Treat it like a real examination. Most of us are not used to sitting in one place for 4 hours and writing an exam with focused attention to the question with a lot of concentration. So these mocks will help you prepare for the actual examination. And lastly, one personal tip. I personally would recommend that 24 hours before your exam, you give your mind a little bit of a break. Do not study constantly. Do not study 24 hours before your exam. Take a chill day, basically, so to say, on your final day before your exam. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time talking to your friends. Listen to some music. If you like watching movies, maybe watch a movie. Do not spend the entire day studying. You need to give your mind some sort of a rest before your exam, so your mind can be sharp when you actually go in to write the exam. Your mind needs to be well rested. Get good sleep before your exam, and 24 hours before your exam, do not panic about the exam. With that being said, I hope you have found some of these tips helpful. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like the video. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments and we can help you out with the same. Thank you so much for watching.